Hello all, Sega Star here. Today on Dub Judge, we'll be looking at Hanon's image song, Everblue. This song is meant to complement Hanon's cute and high-energy personality, so today we'll be ranking these dubbed songs on their performance, cuteness, and power. Going into this, I didn't really know what to expect, but I gotta say I'm pleasantly surprised with how well most of these dubs turned out. So let's not waste any more time and jump right into it. This is my ranking of the different dubs of Everblue. Number 10. Guys, I swear I'm not trying to pick on Portugal. I want this dub to be good so badly, but this is just not that good of a performance. Carla's voice fits Hanon, but lots of notes are missed. Part of the problem is that the language was begging for lyrical rewrites, but I think what happened is that they used the Spanish lyrics as a template and then they only strayed a bit out of necessity when they absolutely needed to. This saved quite a bit of time for the dubbing company, and I'm sure it works fine for spoken dialogue, but songs need to be dubbed in a way that flows well and is easy for the singers to sing. This is neither. Carla probably would have performed much better with different lyrics. I've heard her perform well, so I don't want to place all the blame on her. Now, there were a few changes to how the song was sung and some extra echoes and creativity here and there, but it's just not enough to save this performance, so unfortunately, it's ranked last. Number 9. To be honest with you, I'm a bit shocked. The Taiwanese dubs are usually middle of the road, but there are definitely more missed notes here than in the typical Taiwanese dubbed song. Not only is the performance not very impressive, there's that typical lack of personality that the Taiwanese songs tend to have, and those two things combined are why this is ranked so low. Hanon's voice kind of fits and sounds cute enough, but it's not really enough for me to rank this version any higher. Number 8. When I first listened to this version, I thought it sounded pretty solid, but when comparing it to the other higher ranked dubs, it sort of falls flat, especially in the beginning. The performance is okay, but it's not really anything great, which is kind of disappointing because I really like Melanie's performance in other songs. On top of that, this has that stupid tinny sounding echo that's notorious in the French dub. But I do have to say, on the bright side, this is decently cute and powerful. It's just really ultimately outshined by the other dubs. So unfortunately, this is my ranking. Number 7. Okay, now don't be fooled at how low this is ranked. I was shocked at how much I liked this version and by just how powerful it was. I love hearing this amount of power in the Hebrew dub because oftentimes that's the biggest thing that's lacking. That being said, the performance is good but a little shaky and there are some missed notes, especially some of the higher notes. Also, this performance doesn't really feel like it's super cute, and so ultimately I can't really rank it any higher. But I gotta say, I still love it. Number 6. This version is quite lovely. I did find myself enjoying it quite a bit. There are a few missed notes here and there, but the main performance is so good that they're not really too noticeable, which is something that we don't often get from the Korean dub. I didn't hear any missed notes that were like really jarring, and it was nice. It was just a consistently good performance. Now, while I did like the performance, what I will say is that this version doesn't really sound as cute as I'd like it to. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still very, very beautiful, but it doesn't really feel like Hanon, you know, and that's kind of why it's ranked just a tiny bit lower than the ones above it. But I still think that this is an amazing version. Number 5. So, as you might expect, the Serbian dub of this song is performed very well and includes some lovely harmony that wasn't present in the original. Hanen's singing is decently cute, though maybe a bit less powerful than other versions on this list. That being said, though, I don't really have anything to criticize here. This is definitely a solid version of Everblue. There are just so many amazing dubs of the song that stand out a little bit more than this one. Number 4. So, as you may expect from the Greek dub at this point, this performance is extremely powerful and extremely polished. Almost every note is hit perfectly, and so this is very pleasant to listen to. My only nitpicks are that this doesn't really sound as cute as I think it needs to sound, and there are a few kind of awkward lyrical moments that don't really flow that well, but when the performance is this good, I honestly don't care about any of that. This is an amazing version. Number 3. You know, when I first listened to all the different dubs of this song and made my initial ranking, this was actually ranked number 8. And I really cannot believe that I put it that low, because the more I listened to it, the more I realized that this is like a top tier performance. I mean, the amount of energy and power that went into this is just so spectacular. Like a lot of other Spanish dub songs, this could have used maybe like 1 or 2 more takes, but I mean, I just can't deny the power and the passion that Maria put into this. This is just another perfect example of the Spanish dub not technically being the best, yet having the most heart. On top of the great performance and power, Maria sounds very cute in her own way. She really is the perfect Spanish Hanen, and it's one of the reasons why this dub is so amazing. Number 2. This is such a great dub of this song. I love that the cosplay singers took the time to professionally dub this. That being said, though this version is super powerful and decently cute, though in a more mature way, I liked their dub of Legend of Mermaid better for some reason. Little things like the beginning of the chorus just kind of seem a tad bit off, but I mean, that's really nitpicky. This is a spectacular dub and further proof that we need more official Italian dubs for this show. This definitely deserves the number 2 ranking. Number 1. Once again, the original reigns supreme. Hanen's performance here is perfectly cute, and this is just the ideal image song for her. I will say though, if this was Hanen singing alone, then the performance would probably be a 5 out of 5, but I don't think that Rina and Lucia add to this song that much, so I kind of knocked off half a point for that, but honestly, there is no better version of this song, and there is no better version of Hanen than the original, so this is deservedly ranked number 1. I'll let you go ahead and listen to the rest of it. To reiterate, this is another song that was dubbed very well in most languages. So, like Voice in the Dark, there were so many great performances it was honestly difficult to rank them. Though on the flip side, I absolutely loved listening to all of these. It makes me really happy that Hanen's image song was handled so well. Next time on Dub Judge, we'll be looking at all the different versions of Koi wa Nandaro, another high energy song. Until then, I'm Segastar. Have a wonderful evening.